Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Got a good one here today as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. What a perfect day for football. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Motion man sent left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Allen setting up play action. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Allen on 3rd down. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Allen now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 12. And the Bills 1st down.
To the air again, Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Gain of 4 yards.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, Allen. And they take this in for the score. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create, and what a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Kate, I don't think any of us will forget the 2025 NFL Draft and the story that was Shedeur Sanders. But the key for him in his NFL career, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And he's got to use his wealth of experience as a change maker, a difference maker, to take this opportunity and run with it in Cleveland.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Sanders now on third down. He set up the screen. It's Judy. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Play action now with Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
5 yards on the play. And the Bills first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bills.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Play action now, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Back to throw now, Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit, and Matt Prater. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Prater on to send it away. To return, Jerome Ford. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. On target here to Njoku. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A pickup there of 39 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
4 yards.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Another one for Ford. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns reduce the lead to just 4.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
10, Browns 7.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Samuel now to return it. Making some progress here. Escapes a defender. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Allen, completed over the middle, and he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 15. First down, Buffalo.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He has room past the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Enough from the pistol to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch made by Cooks. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's another.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Throwing here, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch their early lead to 9. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Browns 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, don't look now, Brock, but we are officially into December. And also, we've reached the end of our celebration of the legendary John Madden with the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. I know we've both enjoyed it. Hope you have as well. It's been an outstanding slate of games to honor him this year. Green Bay, Detroit was our opener, then Friday in Philly, and a busy schedule on Sunday. And now tonight, one final game to close out this week and the celebration of our coach. Now start on the ground. It's Ford. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. From the gun, it's Ford. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Browns first down.
You get that first and short, it really does open up the playbook. I mean, you got an opportunity to be aggressive if you want to, but I kind of like that right there. Just stamping it with the first down, running it right at them.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. He tucks it and takes off. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Complete to David
Pursue,
Njoku.
pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Schmidt connects. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Sanders back to throw. And he's going down. They said no to that shorter field goal, partner. Roll the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal. Cut out left. And He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Schmidt connects, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
First down throw for Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 4 there. And the Bills have a first down.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. Jukes away from one. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen looking to throw. He finds Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Allen on 3rd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-point lead. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Browns 10.
Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying to throw this from the gun. Catch made left side by Judy. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Sanders setting to pass. Go left side and Tillman has it. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Sanders now. That one's caught by Tillman. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
16. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 6.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Ford. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game in the first half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
24, Browns 17.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They send him left out of the slot. Allen on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Ford running right. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Ford. And dodged the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bills set to take over offensively. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So 1st down from the 41. Allen on the play action. Big strike downfield to Coleman. Yeah, he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 30. And the Bills' 1st down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. This is Cook, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Escapes the defender. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Jump off caught by his back. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
31. Browns 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Now run by Cook. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Bills 1st down. A gain of 14.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Here's a screen for Cook. Jukes away from one. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 from the 32. Again, Allen to the air. That's Knox. He's got it. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
To the air again, Allen. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete to
The Bills get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. One final shot before the half. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Jamari Thrash. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Sanders back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A 7-yard gain.
That one gains 7. And that's a Browns first down.
First down.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Cedric Tillman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Back now, pressure coming. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's caught by Tillman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll go play action for Sanders. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Play action, Sanders. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Well, these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll work against the blitz. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Cook. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. That was Mason Graham.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Cook on the handoff. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 43. Now Allen going to the air. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
To number 4.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Cook. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he has this down to the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 11.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now a design run. It's Allen. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He's tackled at the
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Bills first down. A gain of 14.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
James Cook.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Design bootleg here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ben. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Prater puts it through, and the advantage now sits at 24.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's full. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it! And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation. And really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3 and out just devastating on that possession.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught out left. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man, Shakir has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And up from the pistol to Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. And the hit helped send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He's got it to him yet again. That is Cook. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He tries to sneak it, and he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
They'll run it with Cook, and they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Prater puts it through, and that grows the lead to 27.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now Prater on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Browns take over
The
first
Browns
and 10
send Jerome
at their
Ford
own
ready to begin another
27-yard
drive.
line.
They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. We'll give up the middle to Ford. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
28-yard line.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Desperation time here on 4th. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Ford on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Sanders will keep it. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's complete to Tillman outright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
35-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And getting a screen pass for Judkins. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. This is Cook. Past midfield at the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. It's a game.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 25
When they drop
yards.
these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Down by Denzel Ward. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Another Bills.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills keep running away with this. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this
Previous play
was
is under
indeed a
review.
touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Prater on for the PAT.
The point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead.
Browns 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They'll go play action for Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Now Sanders. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll go. It's Sanders. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Here's a give to Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a James Cook touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
58, Browns 17. Matt Prater sets
Now
to
Prater
kick off.
on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. To the air, Sanders. Throw left side, and Tillman has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Complete to Cedric Tillman. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. On his own read, here's a gift to Ford. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So first down from the 41. They motion the tight end over. Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's brought down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another one for Ford. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he takes it down to the 33. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, he'll find a completion.
Escapes the pocket. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To DeAndre Carter. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Working now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Third down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Drops back. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
Schmidt connects. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. He dodged the tackle. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He loses the football. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Man in motion here. 1st down throw for Allen. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Now it's Cook. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bills put this one away a long time ago. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Now a toss play, Davis. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line to gain. So here comes 4th down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now start on the ground. It's Ford. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action. Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.